Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, July 13th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and YouTube pages. The rain continues across the area, and Hollie, well, she's in now tracking it all for us.
I'll tell you what, we just cannot shake this pattern, Danielle. Many of you seeing rain already this morning. And as we look ahead hour by hour on our National Design Mart forecast, you bet we are expecting more at times this afternoon. Could be moderate to heavy, those downpours, right? And we could also be talking about some thunderstorms, which could become strong with gusty winds. So we'll be keeping you updated right here as always. Into the evening, it's more of the same. You may be having dinner indoors as opposed to on your deck or patio or in your backyard. And then overnight, we see things calm a bit. We're still looking at some shower chances tomorrow, though. And it appears they'll be a bit more spotty tomorrow, but we cannot rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm even through your Wednesday. Thursday, however, a different story, and it's going to start to heat up, and I think we might be able to hit the pool and not worry about the rain by the time Thursday comes around. In the meantime, today, more of those downpours, more storms. We're in the low 80s for highs. And then looking ahead to a scattered, isolated chance for tomorrow, 83. And then Thursday, partly sunny. And how about some upper 80s? That's going to be a great day. Maybe hit a beach and just enjoy being outside without worrying about the threat for rain. By Friday, though, it's back. So it's going to be that little break before we start to talk more scattered shower and storm chances, some showers into Saturday. But Danielle, by the end of the weekend and into early next week, it looks like we're back to a lot of sunshine and highs in the 80s.
Yeah, we got to keep our eyes out for flooding.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hollie. Well, our top story today, the wrong kidney given to a University Hospital's patient during a transplant. The hospital system says it happened on July 2nd, but that the patient given the kidney is doing just fine. Meanwhile, another transplant scheduled soon is now on hold. UH has notified the United Network for Organ Sharing. They're the organization that manages the National Organ Transplant System and hopes this doesn't discourage those who want to be an organ donor from being one in the future.
This is not the norm. You know, I would say 99.9% of the time, everything does go according, go well. In the last 2 decades, this hasn't occurred in Ohio.
UH has released the following statement, saying in part, "We have offered our sincerest apologies to these patients and their families. We recognize they entrusted us with their care," end quote. UH is conducting an investigation, and they placed 2 of its caregivers on administrative leave pending the outcome of the review. Now we turn to Surfside, Florida, where 4 more victims have been recovered, bringing the death toll to 94. Among those found this weekend, Judy Spiegel, who used to live in Warren, Ohio, when her husband served as CEO of Trumbull Memorial Hospital. Her daughter Rachel says she had never stopped praying for a miracle.
I don't know if it gives me comfort, but, I know that she wasn't in pain, at least not for a long time. It was very quick. We wanted to be reunited with her, whatever that meant. And, we started having fears. What if they can't find her at all?
The victims and families now calling for accountability, but aren't sure where it will come from. And a local group who was helping to look for victims in Surfside is about to return home. Ohio Task Force 1 will leave Miami today. They are set to arrive back in Ohio on Thursday. The crew of 80 first responders has spent almost 2 weeks helping crews recover victims and search for survivors. We spoke with Lieutenant Brian Harding of the Bedford Fire Department. He says the conditions between the weather and the heightened emotions made this a difficult mission. Ohio Task Force 1 recovered 14 victims.
I know that our first recovery was very hard, as they all were. But we came together as a team. They stood us down, and we had a moment together, and we went forward and continued to work at a very aggressive pace to try to, find some more so that we could bring closure to the families that, we came down here to help.
Lieutenant Harding says he's proud of his team. He also says he can't wait to return to Northeast Ohio to hug his wife, kids, and dog. And once the team leaves Florida, no more crews will be going back as the efforts start to wind down. And we have an update now on the status of the Kirtland police chief. He is suspended without pay for the next 30 days after a city council ruling last night. Chief Lance Nasi faces 13 allegations ranging from harassment to drunkenness. He's been under scrutiny for at least 3 months, leading to the mayor's termination recommendation. Nasi initially resigned earlier this year, but that was later rescinded. And a new nationwide survey says Cleveland is the most stressed out city. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section. Well, a study from Wallet Hub looked at 180 cities in the U.S., examining things like work, financial, family, and health and safety stress. Cleveland claimed the top spot with the most financial and family stress dimensions. Other Ohio cities on the list of most stressed: Akron came in at 22, Toledo at 20, and Cincinnati at 26. Okay, well, hopefully this won't stress you out. The MLB All-Star game is tonight. Things got started last night with the home run derby, but with the games comes major precautions. Luckily, more than 70% of residents in Denver, where the game is being held, are vaccinated. Those visiting the festivities who are not vaccinated are encouraged to wear a mask. And our professional baseball team will be repped at the game tonight. Jose Ramirez will take his third All-Star game appearance, so he will make it there. Shane Bieber, was called to go as well, but he is on the injury list for now. Okay, it is lights, camera, action in Lorain County right now. So check out the filming for Adam Driver's new movie, White Noise, in Wellington. Traffic is being detoured around the center of town today as stores there are remade into storefronts for the movie. The Ohio Film Office says that this Netflix production is benefiting from about $24 million in Ohio motion picture tax credits. The film is expected to come out on Netflix sometime next year. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and the Go team will see you Wednesday morning on Go starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.